Just wanted to get a video of these old tires before I change them. Pretty bald. I'm not sure how much rubber's left, but there ain't any tread. That looks like a groove, like I got on something sharp when I was doing a burnout. Although it's on the same side here too. This tire doesn't seem to have it. Anyway, time to change them out. My new tires came in. Went over to a friend's house and got them mounted and balanced. They're quite a bit taller profile than the old ones, so I raised it up a few inches a couple days ago, and now it looks like it's down as low as it can go again. And these tires are a lot taller. I think it said 28 inches. So they'll go quite a bit faster without like spinning too fast to so I think the speed rating is up because they're taller tires. And then he let me have some of these slicks here. They're a little wore out and they're a little aged, but I'm gonna wear them the rest of the way out for sure, and then I'll probably get new ones. But that'll be a good start for me because those other ones were pretty wore out. Couldn't really keep driving on those, and I didn't want to put the street tires those on. I didn't really want to take those back off those rims and risk messing up the beads because they went on there kind of hard. So I'll keep those around for spares if I need ones, at some point, or need to swap them out at some point. I can. I got the lug nuts for them because they're different lug nuts, but if I decide I don't want to drive these slicks, I can just swap those out. But I think I need to I'm probably going to wind up going and getting it aligned just because I spent a lot of money on those front tires, and I'd rather it just be right instead of me guessing. And I still got to put my seat belt in, and I got to put the seat belt. What else? I don't know. So I remembered what I got to do next. I got to put this on. It's a drive shaft loop, and I got to pull the front seats, probably both of them, pull the carpet back, and that'll help me with installing some of my seatbelt stuff too. So 2 things to do. Okay, I removed the seats and pulled back the carpet. I unbolted this, dropped it down, slid the loop on, and then put another bolt back in here to hold this drive shaft up. Now we've got to figure out where this goes, and if I remember right from a video I watched, I think it goes right here, like that, right there, and right there, like that. But I have to figure out how to get it centered on the shaft before I go drilling holes. Best I can tell by the instructions, this is where it mounts. There is a bump right here that this slides up against. It doesn't go over the top of the bump. It's about 4 inches back from the U-joint, which is what the instructions said. And this spacer goes right here because there's a bump here that this has to go over. The only thing that's not real cool is that this side here has a gap right there that I might just shove a washer in. They might have provided a washer, I haven't checked yet, but it's an 1.25 inches, perfectly 1.25 inches on each side here. And it's all the way up touching the top of the transmission tunnel. So I think I'm ready to drill. So I got 2 holes drilled, 1 on each side, and so it's not going to move around on me. And just so you can see my full setup here, scroll down for you, and that's how I positioned it. So now I should be able to drill the rest of the holes without much worries. Okay, so I got all these bolts tightened up and it's installed and it looks good, it looks centered. And you can get up on, you can reach around the top and run an impact and reach around the bottom and grab with a wrench. So you don't really need two people to do it. That's a pretty easy install. Alright, so that's the only bolt that I shouldn't be able to get to with the seat in. And it had this bolt in it, but that is too big. That part right there is too big to go into that hole. So I had to go steal one out of the notch that doesn't have that step in it. It's more like this one, only it was longer. So now I'm going to put the seat in and try to finish the install on this belt. Alright, so that's submarine belt 1 and 2, because this is a 6-point harness. And then this here, I shared the old seat belt bolt for the one that goes around this way. Okay, for the lap belt. And so I'll be able to use either one, whichever I choose. Then those go through the seat and they're looped around the bar. And that's the buckle right there. I have to get in and try to fit it now. And I still got to put in the other seat. This is the reason I chose this belt. It has this latch here on the bottom. And then there's usually a hole right here in a race seat, but there's not in mine. And so I chose a 6-point because I read that you can sit on them. So it'll be kind of like a fall harness, and it goes under the seat and straight back there and bolts down. And so I'll be basically buckled in like that, sitting on it. Looks like I'm gonna have to adjust the length. All right, so this is my buckle here. Take this one, put it in there. Take this one, put it there. Tight. There it is. All hooked up. That's how you get out of it. Okay. That's it for today. I got pretty much everything done. I really can't think of another thing to do before I go to the track. I think I'm ready. So maybe, hopefully, the next video, one of the next videos will be me going down the track. Won't that be great? So have a good day.